The Days of Remembrance display was set up to remember the 22 million lives lost under the Nazi regime during World War II. I'm here with KC Perley, a student life intern, to talk a little bit about this display. What inspired you to put up this display, Casey?
It's been a couple of years, kind of in not planning, but as an inspiration per se. It started with a student who was concerned about the lack of Holocaust awareness on campus a couple of years back. Back then I had written a grant to get a statue of responsibility, which has a connection to a Holocaust survivor, Viktor E. Frankl. Thus, working our way to the present, it's really started with the UN's International Day of Remembrance in January, and then from there, Marianne Kuster has actually had a history with a similar event at Clark College, which she got the inspiration from PCC, which all started from a Southern Poverty Law Center. They had a display that traveled around the U.S. So through that whole thing, this event was the culmination of all of that inspiration.
So other than just the Holocaust remembrance, you have some flags that represent different events, some of which are referred to as a genocide. How is the genocide different than the Holocaust?
So the Holocaust was the murderous killing of 6 million Jews.
Right. That's
what it's generally referred to as. But some scholars like to argue that the senseless killing under the Nazi regime of 22 million people, including Soviet POWs, Soviet civilians, Polish civilians, is referred under the Holocaust. So there's some gray areas. But the difference between Holocaust and genocide is the general term to refer to a mass killing of people and basically a destruction of way of life. The Holocaust is a capital H Holocaust, referring to just the World War II event.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. So how many flags were put up?
So I think exactly there's 2,222 flags. There's supposed to be 2,200 because each flag represents 10,000 individuals. So the reason there's two more is because obviously there's some figures that needed to be rounded up, and we didn't want to remove flags for that. We wanted to overestimate rather than underestimate the assemblage of this.
Now, there's different colors of different flags. Do the different colors represent something different?
Yeah. So in the center, we wanted our core group of lives lost, and that's the yellow, and those represent the Jewish lives lost. Out for them is the second most, and that was 6 million individuals.
Wow.
The next group is the red and white checkered flags, and those represent the next largest group, which were Russian civilians at 5.7 million people. Then you have the solid red flags. Those were Russian POWs, and according to the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum, they associate those lives into the Holocaust. They were Russian POWs who were rounded up and killed. Then you have the white and blue checkered flags. After that, there was 1.8 million, and those include Polish elites, a large population of Polish Catholics, and really just any resistance from the country of Poland. Poland, in fact, lost 16% of its entire population during World War II. So Poland got the brunt of these murderous tactics. Then you have the green, the solid green, those represent Serbians. Then you have the orange over here. Those are actually Germans with disabilities. A lot of Germans, there were a lot of people with disabilities, and the Nazis wanted the perfect Aryan race, so to say, so they got rid of anyone who didn't fit into that cookie cutter image. You have the black. That is actually the Roma. A lot of people know them as gypsies. That's actually a very politically incorrect way to refer to them. They're referred to as Roma. That's the politically inclusive and correct term. And then in front you have the white. That is actually German resistance. So the white are the German resistance or the elites. So right when the Nazi Party took over Germany, they started getting rid of everyone who opposed them, and that's what these white flags are. It's white because of the white rose, the White Rose was a group of students who actually subvertedly tried to fight Hitler and his regime through media, through pamphlets and anything like that. So that's what the white is. And then over here in the front, we have the pink and purple. The pink represent the portion of LGBTQ people who were killed. And then the purple represent Jehovah's Witnesses. There was 2,500 people, or no, sorry, 1,900 Jehovah's Witnesses that were murdered during the Holocaust.
So it sounds like you took a lot of work to plan this event. How were funds raised to put this all together?
So the funds were, there wasn't any fundraising, but there were funds through student government. I wrote a proposal asking for up to $500, and the flags and everything else fit under that, and we were good to go. So just some good old proposal writing.
And how long will this display be up?
So it was scheduled to be the Sunday through Sunday, so it was supposed to be put up Sunday, but ground shipping from Florida was delayed. So we had to put it up yesterday, so hopefully through next week.
So it actually coincides with something called Yom HaShoah?
Yeah, Yom HaShoah, and it's the day. It's a day of remembrance in the Jewish holiday, so to say, in the Jewish lunar calendar. So it actually changes year to year. So next year it'll be in May, and the year after that it changes. Mm-hmm. But it's the whole week is Sunday through Sunday of Yom HaShoah.
Wow, that's great. And so, if people have questions about the display, who can they go and talk to?
They can come talk to me. I'm the person who wrote all the sources and all the banners and stuff. So if they have any questions or issues with it, they can come talk to me. If they want to just know more about the Holocaust, definitely go see Charles Young. He's the history professor here at UCC. Make sure they find accurate sources online to consult.
Right.
There's been a lot of issues with what the Holocaust or whatever that is. But I'm the go-to person for this event, or they could even contact Marion Kuster too.
And they could find you down in the Student Life Center.
Yeah,
right?
I pretty much live down in the Student Center, so any Monday through Friday, I'm down there. So yeah.
Great. I'm Schneider, and I've been here with KC Perley, and this has been a Mainstream News Update.